No
Can't
doubt.
say I've ever been tempted to drive and shop.
Or just, you know, texting and driving's bad alone.
Oh, yeah.
And have you noticed, you know, and
distraction.
you kind of, when you're at a stoplight, you look to your left, you look to your right, people are usually on their phones.
Oh, on the interstate all the time.
Yeah, I know, so.
Well,
Never
today
get a
is
license, just driving around was fun.
Not a
Well,
good idea.
I think today is not the day to do that, especially
No,
with our
we have extra
winter weather
hazards.
advisory. Yeah.
Right, and it's going to be slow for that morning drive. We'll talk to Rebecca in a moment and see where the slowdowns are. But because of the weather, we do have wet roads out there, and we do have, again, the snow that did fall in the overnight. You can see it on the sides of the roads there, those elevated surfaces. You know, elevated surfaces, these bridges and overpasses, you get that cold air underneath that surface, and that's why you get those slick spots. We'll talk about that tomorrow morning as well. Let's take a look at our current temperatures, because what's different this morning compared to what we'll see tomorrow morning will be, this morning we have temps for the most part above freezing, above 32, especially if you head into these areas near Dry Ridge, Brooksville, south of the river there, where we're in the mid-30s. In fact, Florence, you're at 34. So the snow is already melting in those areas, and on top of that, we do have that mist and drizzle, so that's cutting down on the snowpack. Overall, we had about 1 to 3, I would say. We had a couple places at about 4 inches. You know, one of the higher reports I received was in Maustown there, but for us here, close to home, for everyone, I should say, we're dealing with the rain here for the rest of the day. Wet weather is still back off to the west, and we're not out of the woods yet, because this morning we did have a winter weather advisory posted until 7. That has been lifted, and now we have another one we're going to be concerned about heading into the overnight, starting tonight at about 11, taking you through about 10 a.m. tomorrow. For these counties in purple, it looks similar to what we're dealing with earlier this morning, but this one will be because of the refreeze and also some light accumulating snow. We're not going to see as much snow in your forecast tomorrow as we did this morning. And it's having a rough time sticking around, the snow that we will see, because you can see today rain in the forecast. 5 o'clock this evening, still watching out for rain, even some heavy downpours. That pink line just north of Connorsville there, that's where we're most likely going to see 32 degrees. By about 1 a.m. after midnight, that line slides to the south and east, and then we're going to see snow right off the bat. But the snow will have a rough time sticking around, given the fact we had a lot of rain today. That'll help warm up the ground above freezing temperatures, and then in the overnight, the first part of the snow will wash away, and then we may see a little bit of snow stick as that cold air rushes in behind the system. Models, this is the same one I was using over the weekend, so it did a nice job, I would say, with the 1 to 3. So I'm kind of trusting it that it'll do a nice job with this one as well. So Batesville, Westchester, maybe you're going to see about 1/2 of an inch, but mostly less amounts the farther south you go. Trace, I would say, up to just trace amounts, I would say, heading farther off to the south and east there. And temperatures are going to stay cold then for your Wednesday, highs only at about 32. Tomorrow morning, as a result, just to get you that information as a first alert weather day. But then we're dry for the rest of the work week. Over the weekend, we have temps back in the mid-40s with not a bad forecast for us. It'll be seasonal, just cold the next couple days. Rebecca, let's check in with the morning drive right now. How's it looking?